Graham Hooper is the author of this book, Undivided, Closing the Faith-Life Gap, thinking about some of the gaps in our life between things like our Christian faith and our work, for example. He's also worked for over 20 years for a global infrastructure company, and he's the speaker at our first Life at Work breakfast for 2015, the topic being the big juggle, balancing work and family. And Graham, how many kids, how many grandkids do you have?
Well, I have 3 kids and at the last count 10 grandkids, okay. But I really don't feel that old.
So you're qualified to speak at talking about balancing work and family then?
Well, I hesitate to say qualified, but I've certainly learned a lot of lessons through life in that process.
Okay. Now, through your working life, I think you've worked in 20 different countries, lived in 7 different countries, taking your family all around the world. Yeah. That can be pretty disruptive for a family. How have you sort of thought about trying to balance those sort of pressures and demands of work life with caring for your family?
Yeah, well, our family has grown up, if you like, overseas. My children were all born in different countries overseas, so that's been our family life for a long time. But certainly my work's taken me away for periods of days, weeks, at a time, which is a strain on my wife and my children. And also the distance from elderly parents with their particular needs. That's been a particular issue for us as a family.
But you think the Christian faith has, I guess, helped give you a way of thinking about balancing all those different demands of work life and family life?
Look, absolutely, and I think when we talk about balance, that's just one picture we have of a seesaw or a balance. We're always trying to make adjustments to keep something in balance, or you might have a mental picture of your life as a juggling game where you're keeping as many balls in the air at the same time as you can. Or it might be like a depiction of chaos theory. But I think for the Christian, the picture is a different one. It's our whole life in Christ. That's what the New Testament teaches. And our whole life lived under the lordship of Christ. And that's a very different picture to take forward with you when you think about these issues.
Now, I've talked a bit about, I guess, being a parent and balancing the demands of being a parent and work. But it's much bigger than that, isn't it? Balancing work and family life.
Yeah. Look, I hesitate to be prescriptive about this issue because all of us have a different context in which we have to live and work out these issues. You may be single, you may be married, you may have kids, you may not, you may have elderly parents, you may have siblings with special needs in the family, and these all put different strains on us. And our working situation is different. We may be on shift work, we may be on part-time work, we may have long hours or short hours. So the combinations of these mean each of us has a specific and unique situation in which to work out how we live under God, and that's the challenge.
We're looking forward to hearing more from Graham on this topic. Thursday, February 26th is the date. Put it in your diaries now, and it'll be for breakfast in the city before work. And we're looking forward, as I say, to hearing Graham flesh out some more of these issues along this very important topic that a lot of us really wrestle with. So for more details and to register, head along to our website, lifeatwork.org.au/events, and we look forward to seeing you then.